Hello students, I welcome you all for the today's session. So today we will discuss some problems on the chapter inverse trigonometric functions here. So in our inverse trigonometric functions, first thing you should know is what is the domain and a range for the inverse trigonometric functions and the properties, some of the important properties. So you must know in that property what are the domain for the functions and the remaining concept. So this, if you know these things, you can easily solve the problems here. So let's begin with the problems here, solving the first one here. The first problem says, given that x is in between 0 and 1 by 2. So 0 less than or equal to x, less than or equal to 1 by 2. Then the value of the expression tan of sine inverse of x by root 2 plus root of 1 minus x square divided by root 2 minus sine inverse x is. So there are four options here. If you try to solve this expression, it's very lengthy. So by using some properties, you have to solve. After that, we are using the trigonometric concept. Then finally, we have to find the value of tan of something here. So that is a very lengthy process. To avoid that, I'll use one trick here. That means by inspection, I'll check what is the I'll find what is the value of the given expression. That means, so here given here, what is the given thing? 0 is less than or equal to x, less than or equal to 1 by 2. That is, x can take the value 0 to 1 by 2, including the end points 0 and 1 by 2 here. Okay. So choose any values in the interval, closed interval 0, 1 by 2. Substitute that value in the given expression. That is the value of the expression here. So for simplicity, I choose x equal to 0 here. So if I substitute x equal to 0 in the given expression, what will you get? So tan of sine inverse of x by root 2, x is 0, therefore this is 0, 0 by root 2 plus square root of 1 minus 0 square is 0, so 1 minus root 2, so 1 by root 2 minus sine inverse of 0. So this is tan of sine inverse of 1 by root 2. So sine inverse of 1 by root 2, you know, the value of that is pi by 4, because sine pi by 4 is 1 by root 2. So this is tan pi by 4. The value of tan pi by 4 is equal to 1. Therefore, the value of the expression is 1. That is the option A. This is the first option. And directly move to the second one. The simplified form of tan inverse of x by y minus tan inverse of x minus y divided by x plus y is. And these are the options here: 0, pi by 4, pi by 2 and pi. So one of these will be the simplified form of the expression, given expression. Note that here the domain is given, but in this case there is no domain. Particular domain is not given here. So you know that, and for the tan inverse function, you can choose the values. So since their domain is not given, I can take the values for x as, I can choose 0, minus 1 or 1 or any other number here. Okay. For simplicity, I'll choose here x equal to 1 and y is equal to 1 here. Okay. So you have to choose the value of this x and y such that the given function should define such that you have to choose the values here, because you cannot choose y is equal to 0, because x by y, if any number divided by 0 is not defined, so you cannot choose that one. So choose the values such that both x and y, if you choose that one, the given expression, that is domain should be defined. Not like that, domain should be defined. Okay, so for simplicity, I choose x equal to 1 and y is equal to 1. I substitute this in the given expressions. What will you get? Tan inverse of 1 by 1, that is 1, minus tan inverse of 1 minus 1 is 0, 0 divided by 1 plus 1 is 2, 0 divided by any number is 0, so tan inverse of 0. So tan inverse of 1 is pi by 4 here minus tan inverse of 0, therefore the answer is pi by 4. Therefore the simplified form of the tan inverse of this function, this term is pi by 4. Instead of choosing x equal to 1 and y is equal to 1, you can choose x equal to 0 and y is equal to 1. In that case also, you will get the value pi by 4 here. Okay. So these are the sum. So by inspection, we can find the solutions here. We directly move to the next problem, problem 3. So solve for x, tan inverse of 1 minus x divided by 1 plus x equal to 1 by 2 into tan inverse of x. X is strictly greater than 0 here. And we solve, these are the 4 options. We solve this one easily by option elimination method here. So option elimination method means, so substitute one of these answers in the given expression. If that satisfies, that will be the answer here. Okay. So first, given x is greater than 0, that is domain should be a positive integer, positive real number. X is greater than 0. So in these 4 options, first one will be here negative, therefore this cannot be a answer for the given expression. So first answer eliminated here. Then remaining 3, out of these 3, 1 will be the answer. I will check with this option D, that is x equal to 1. I will substitute x equal to 1 in the given expression. So what will we get? Tan inverse of 1 minus 1 0, therefore any number 0 divided by any number is 0 itself. Tan inverse of 0 equal to 1 by 2 into tan inverse of 1 here. Tan inverse of 1 is pi by 4, so 1 by 2 into pi by 4 is not possible. So 0 is equal to pi by 8, this is not possible. Therefore option D is also not the correct option here. And then I will go with the option B. So that is x equal to root 3. So if I substitute x equal to root 3 in the given expression, what will you get? Tan inverse of 1 minus root 3 divided by 1 plus root 3. That's equal to 1 by 2 into tan inverse of root 3. So tan inverse of root 3 is pi by 3 here. So pi by 3 into 1 by 2, so you will get pi by 6. That means tan inverse of 1 minus root 3 divided by 1 plus root 3 is equal to pi by 6, which implies 1 minus root 3 divided by 1 plus root 3. If you simplify this, you must get the value 1 divided by root 3, because tan inverse of 1 by root 3 is equal to pi by 6. Therefore, if this equal to 1 by root 3, then only this possible. But you know that this cannot be equal to 1 divided by root 3. Therefore, option B is also not the correct option. Then remaining is option C here, that is 1 by root 3. No need to check once again here, because out of 4, all the 3 are not the correct answer. So this will be the correct. So for this, option C will be the answer here. Then fourth one, the value of cos inverse of x plus cos inverse of x divided by 2 plus 1 by 2 into square root of 3 minus 3x square. X is in between 1 by 2 and plus 1 here. So you have to check these answers. So answers may be minus pi by 3 plus pi by 3, 3 by pi, or last option is minus 3 divided by pi here. So value of this one, again by inspection we can find the value of this one. Otherwise, if you want to use the concept or properties, that's very lengthy. So by inspection we easily find the value. So check that one. 1 by 2 is less than or equal to x is less than or equal to 1. 1 by 2 less than or equal to x, less than or equal to 1. That means x can take the value 1 by 2 to 1. In between these two. Therefore, domain is the closed interval 1 by 2 and plus 1 here. You can choose any value. So for simplicity, I'll choose x equal to 1. So substitute here cos inverse of 1 plus cos inverse of 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 into square root of 3 minus 3 into 1. 3 minus 3 is 0. So this term is 0 here. So this is cos inverse of 1 is equal to 0. You know that cos inverse of 1 is equal to 0. So therefore this equal to, we can write the first term is 0. Then plus cos inverse of 1 by 2 remaining here. So cos inverse of 1 by 2. So the value of that is equal to pi by 3 because cos pi by 3 is equal to 1 by 2. Therefore, the value will be pi by 3. By inspection, we easily found out the value of the given expression. That is the option B here. In the next few problems, we use the concept here. Sin inverse of x plus cos inverse of x is equal to pi by 2. Similarly, tan inverse of x plus cot inverse of x is equal to pi by 2 and cosecant inverse of x plus secant inverse of x is equal to pi by 2. So here in the first problem, we use the domain of definition of the function here. The value of cot of sin inverse of x is, you know, have one property, cot of cot inverse of x is equal to x. Sin of sin inverse of x is equal to x here. But so outermost function is cot, inner function is in sin inverse x. Therefore, we have to convert the inner function to in terms of cot inverse here. Therefore, cot of sin inverse x. So this can be written as, if I consider a right angle triangle, sin inverse of x. So is equal to, if I take one variable t, then sin t is equal to, sin inverse of x equal to t, then sin t is equal to x. So if I take this as the angle t, then sin t is x, opposite by hypotenuse, you know, x divided by 1, therefore this should be square root of 1 minus x square here. Okay. So sin inverse of x, or if you want to write it in terms of cot inverse, you can write cot inverse of, you know how to define the cot inverse, that is adjacent by opposite. Cot inverse is adjacent by opposite. Therefore, this can be written as cot of cot inverse of adjacent is square root of 1 minus x square divided by opposite is x. So cot of cot inverse of x is equal to x. Using that concept, the value of this expression is root of 1 minus x square divided by x. Therefore, the option 4. The next problem is the value of x for which 4 sin inverse x plus cos inverse x is equal to pi. Whenever if you see sin inverse x plus cos inverse x, you think of the formula sin inverse of x plus cos inverse of x is equal to pi by 2 here. Therefore, we can write the 4 sin inverse of x as, and separate the remaining 3 sin inverse x. Then 1 sin inverse x plus cos inverse x together using that formula, that is pi by 2 is given as pi here. So 3 sin inverse x is equal to pi by 2. 3 sin inverse x is equal to pi by 2. Therefore, sin inverse x is equal to pi by 6. You know that when x is equal to 1 by 2, sin inverse of 1 by 2 is equal to pi by 6. Therefore, the value of x is equal to 1 by 2. That is the option C. The next question will be, if sine inverse of x plus sine inverse of y is equal to pi by 2, then the value of cos inverse of x plus cos inverse of y is. So here also we use the same property, sine inverse of x plus cos inverse of x is equal to pi by 2, or we can rearrange this as sine inverse of x is equal to pi by 2 minus cos inverse of x. Similarly, cos inverse of x is equal to pi by 2 minus sine inverse of x here. So here sine inverse of x plus sine inverse of y is equal to pi by 2. I want cos inverse of x plus cos inverse of y. So by using the first result here, I will write sine inverse of x as pi by 2 minus cos inverse of x, and if I write here the variable y, then using the same result I can write sine inverse of y as pi by 2 minus cos inverse of y. So pi by 2 minus cos inverse of y, so that is equal to pi by 2. So pi by 2 plus pi by 2, pi. So pi minus cos inverse of x minus cos inverse of y. I'll take all other terms to other side and pi by 2 to the left hand side. Then this becomes pi minus pi by 2 is equal to cos inverse of x plus cos inverse of y. So pi minus pi by 2 is pi by 2. Therefore the value of the expression cos inverse of x plus cos inverse of y is equal to pi by 2. That is the option A here. Next we move to the 8th question using the same concept in the different manner here. So sine inverse of x plus cos inverse of x is equal to pi by 2. Cos of 2 sine inverse of 3 by 4 plus cos inverse of 3 by 4 is, we have to find the value of this expression here. So cos of, I'll write 2 times sine inverse of 3 by 4 as sine inverse of 3 by 4 plus sine inverse of 3 by 4. So sine inverse of 3 divided by 4 plus, using that expression remaining term I can write that as pi by 2, or if you rearrange the term, cos of pi by 2 plus sine inverse of 3 divided by 4. Using the trigonometric concept, cos of 90 plus theta, cos of pi by 2 plus theta, so that is equal to minus sign, because cos function is negative in the second coordinate. Pi by 2 plus theta indicates the second coordinate. Cos function is negative in the second coordinate, therefore this is minus, and changes the ratio here. Instead of cos we have to write sine here. Therefore cos of pi by 2 plus sine inverse of 3 by 4 is minus sine of sine inverse of 3 divided by 4. And using the concept sine of minus theta is equal to minus sine theta, we write this as sine of minus sine inverse of 3 divided by 4 here. Or you can also write this one using the concept sine of sine inverse of, I will write minus sign here itself, sine of sine inverse of 3 divided by 4 using the result, because 3 by 4 that belongs to minus 1 comma plus 1, therefore I can write the value, therefore the value is equal to 3 minus 3 divided by 4, that will be the option B. The next question will be, if sine inverse of x plus cos inverse of y is equal to 2 pi by 5, then the value of cos inverse of x plus sine inverse of y is, we have to use the same result, sine inverse of x plus sine cos inverse of x is equal to pi by 2 here. So if I use that one, in place of sine inverse of x, cos inverse of x come here, then in place of cos inverse of y, that comes sine inverse of y. So I am using that, I will write this as pi by 2 minus cos inverse of x plus pi by 2 minus sine inverse of y. Anyway, this value is 2 pi divided by 5. So minus cos inverse of x minus sine inverse of y, or pi by 2 plus pi by 2 is together pi minus cos inverse of x plus sine inverse of y. So this is equal to 2 pi by 5, or cos inverse of x plus sine inverse of y is pi minus 2 pi by 5. Therefore, the value is 3 pi divided by 5. So, similar to the previous problem here. So, you must use the concept sine inverse of x plus cos inverse of x is equal to pi by 2 here. And the next question, the value of tan inverse of tan 7 pi by 6 is. To solve such problems, you must know the value of, or you must have the knowledge of domain and the principal value branch of the inverse trigonometric function. So, if you have the knowledge of the principal domain branch of the inverse trigonometric function, you can solve this type of function, because you know that tan inverse of tan theta is equal to theta only when if theta belongs to the principal value branch of tan inverse, that is open interval minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2 here. But here tan inverse of tan 7 pi by 6 is not equal to 7 pi by 6, because 7 pi by 6 is lies in the third coordinate, but the principal value branch is first or fourth coordinate here. Therefore, this is not does not belongs to this open interval. Therefore, we have to convert this angle such that the resultant angle should fit in the interval minus pi by 2 to plus pi by 2. So, we write this as tan inverse of tan phi is 180 degrees. So, 180 plus theta indicates the third coordinate. Therefore, we write 7 pi by 6 as pi plus pi by 6 here. So, tan of 180 plus theta, or tan of pi plus theta is equal to tan theta, because tan function is positive in the third coordinate. So, because of that, this is tan inverse of tan pi by 6. So, now I can directly write the value as pi by 6, because this belongs to the principal value branch minus pi by 2 to plus